Hello everyone, my name is Retro. It's been a long time since I've uploaded on this channel, but I have decided it's time I should finally go back to making videos. While it might not be what longtime subscribers are used to, I wanted to try something new. I've been playing Fire Emblem Heroes for a long time, as well as playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I had an idea in which, what would happen if Intelligent Systems, the makers of Fire Emblem Heroes, did a collaboration with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and made banners featuring fighters from the roster. But it might not please many people in the Smash community, which I definitely know love Fire Emblem. My friend DekuNut, linked to his channel in the description, and I have decided to do a series on making Theorycraft builds for your favorite Smash Bros. Fighters recreated to fit Fire Emblem Heroes. Smash community, don't attack me. Firstly, here is the demote unit of the banner. For once, it isn't a shafted male unit. Here is Jigglypuff's Sleepy Singer. You guys should all be familiar with Jigglypuff. This pink ball is infamous for her anime appearance of making people fall asleep with her singing. She was introduced as one of the 4 hidden characters in Smash 64, and the way you unlock her is by completing Classic Mode on any difficulty. I decided that in Fire Emblem Heroes, it would only make the most sense to make her a singer. I made her a colorless tome user. The reason she is a colorless unit is to symbolize her normal typing. Her weapon is called Lullaby, which is a 14 might tome. When she uses Sing on her allies, they gain +3 to all stats. I decided to put the gravity effect in her tome, which is applied to foes after she uses Sing to symbolize how people fall asleep whenever Jigglypuff sings. She has no special, but her A skill is the ever so great HP +5 because, in the games, Jigglypuff has a massive HP stat. I also gave her Gale Dance 3, which corresponds with the buffs her tome gives her allies by giving them an additional +4 to speed. In terms of Jigglypuff's stats, she would have very high HP and res. Her attack and speed wouldn't be too bad, but her defense would be on the low side. She would have super boons in HP and res and a speed super bane.
You don't win by being lucky. You win by being bold.
Captain Douglas Falcon, and yes, that's his real name, is the main protagonist of the F-Zero racing franchise, and is, to this day, its only playable representative in Super Smash Bros. Just like Jigglypuff, he was an unlockable fighter, available by beating a round of 1P mode, what we know today as Classic Mode, in under 20 minutes without the use of any continues. While his original series is made up of racing games in which he doesn't really get to do much hand-to-hand combat, he's been quite notorious in Smash Bros. For his signature move, the Falcon Punch. Due to the ubiquity of this move, it would be remiss for him to be introduced without it in hand, especially after 3 Houses introduced gauntlets to the series. Here, Falcon is the first gauntlet unit available in the game. As such, I should explain how I expect them to work. In 3 Houses, the one thing all gauntlets had was a brave effect. They could attack twice regardless of speed, and could hit 4 times if the user outspeeds their opponent. So the question isn't how to differentiate them, but how to balance them. I solved this by giving them the low might characteristic of brave weapons, as well as giving them staff damage. That is, they deal half the regular amount of damage with every hit. As such, despite the brave effect, they're still at a point where their existence doesn't break the game. Feel free to steal that one, IS. Anyways, back to the captain. Looking at his stats, I stacked his attack, speed, and defense, while leaving him with mediocre HP and low resistance. While his attack seems low, keep in mind that his personal weapon, the Falcon Punch, only has 8 bite. Alongside his regular stats, the Cap also has a Super Bane in resistance and a Super Boon in HP. His weapon, as stated multiple times before, is the Falcon Punch. Outside the regular aspects of a gauntlet user I brought up earlier, it also provides him with adaptive damage if his attack is higher than his opponent's during combat. As is befitting of any unit who wants a higher attack stat than his opponent's, Falcon also comes with a tier 4 version of the Death Blow skill. He also comes with Dragon Fang, another skill that's based on his attack stat. Rally Attack Def Plus allows his allies to show him their moves, and as a unit with adaptive damage, he's one of the few who'd make proper use of chill def res, a skill still not yet in the game.
I believe a dream can still come true. Why shouldn't I believe the same in you?
Now let's do everyone's favorite spammy boy in Smash. Here is Ness PSI Powerhouse. Ness hails from the Earthbound series. In Smash 64, you can unlock Ness by beating Classic Mode on normal difficulty and retaining 3 stocks throughout the mode. Most people don't know much about Ness in his actual series, since he tends to leave a bad taste in people's mouths due to his infamous use of spamming PK Fire. So in Fire Emblem Heroes, I decided to make his tome PK Fire, which is a 12 might inheritable tome for more annoyance. This tome grants attack and speed +5 to allies within 2 spaces. However, I also decided to add the panic effect, which is placed on foes 2 spaces away from Ness and converts their bonuses to debuffs. I did this because, let's be real, who doesn't panic when an online Ness spams PK Fire and you're stuck in it? For his assist skill, I gave him Ardent Sacrifice, which references his healing skills in Earthbound, as well as him sometimes willingly staking his life to help or save his friends. His A skill is Brazen Attack Res 4, which greatly boosts his attack and res, up to +9 attack and +10 res when he is under 80% HP. I then decided to give him Breath of Life 3. Ness would have a Gen 5 training bonus, meaning he would have around 170 BST. Healing power, very high attack, which is boosted further with an attack super boon. His speed is decent, defense being on the lower side, like with many tome units. As for his res, it would also be very high, to cooperate with his Brazen skill. Aside from his attack super boon, he does not have any boons or super banes.
Everyone runs out of extra life sometime. I'll make sure that doesn't happen to me.
Up next we have Mario's famous brother, Luigi, Eternal Understudy. While Luigi has been in many Mario games, including Smash Bros. 64, where you can unlock him by completing all Break the Target levels with all 8 starting fighters, we decided to take a different route. The one we will be including on this banner is his Luigi's Mansion design. In this game, Luigi wins a mansion in a contest and has to traverse said mansion, which is actually haunted, in order to save Mario from King Boo. I didn't really know what his weapon would be, but I decided to make his Poltergust 3000 a green tome, to symbolize how it sucks up Boos and Ghost. It is a 14 might tome that is effective against flying units, and has low attack res 3 and the weapon, and also hit and run, which actually can't be inherited to ranged units. This is to symbolize his timid and scared personality. Think of it like Close Call without the damage reduction. It might not make sense since tome units already have a range of 2, but Intelligent Systems has done some weird and broken things when it comes to units. I'm looking at you, young Sheeta, with your effectiveness against literally all weapon types. I decided to make it Special Luna, which isn't really anything special, as I just wanted to try to reference Dark Moon. His A skill is Mirror Stance 3, which grants him attack and res +6, and gives foes the guard effect, which disables them from lowering their own special cooldown. His C skill is Distant Guard 3, which simply gives its allies defense and res +4 whenever a bow, dagger, tome, or dragon unit attacks them. Luigi has some decent attack and defense, pretty good speed, while his res is a bit low. He has no super boons or super banes.
Life is a game. It all matters how you play.
Now for the free unit to go alongside this banner. This one was a struggle, I have to admit, but I think Retro and I came up with something good for this one. I'd like to introduce you to Mario, Metal Cap Warrior. While not unlockable in Smash 64, this was the only title where he was available in the series, as anything but a Mario power-up. Not only that, as a unit who's only fought, he's a perfect candidate for a grand hero battle. For his map, I like to imagine it having a similar aesthetic to Book 2, Chapter 12-5, The Traitor, except with a purple aura instead of orange, and water instead of lava, in order to reflect his home stage, Metacrystal. As for the man himself, you'll find that Metal Mario is also a gauntlet unit, this time armored and colorless. His speed isn't really worth discussing, but his defenses are out of this world, and his attack isn't anything to sniff at either. He has a super boon in resistance and a super bane in attack. His weapon is the inheritable Silver Gauntlets Plus, which, just like other silver weapons in this game, have no specific power other than those given to them by just being gauntlets. But they are an important part in the creation of a new weapon type. His assist skill is new and called Reflect. If the targeted ally has an assist skill equipped, Reflect allows Metal Mario to use that same assist skill on his target. This reflects that Metal Mario is, well, metal. And as such, very shiny. This makes him adaptable. I like to imagine that this skill is inheritable, allowing a new assist skill to enter the available pool. The rest of his skills go towards supporting his defenses. While I doubt anyone would actually use Pavis alongside most any unit, he comes with it, as well as a nominally more useful skill, Fortress Defense 3, which lowers his attack stats somewhat in exchange for more even defenses. Finally, Vengeful Fighter allows Mario to ignore his speed stat and double despite it. It also works well with his high defenses, as he needs to keep high HP in order to keep this skill working. And that's it for this banner. If you like this video, then let it be known that we're knee-deep in another one, which we'll be releasing on my channel, Spoiler Goblin, sometime soon. You can find the channel link below. As a bonus, on the same day we're uploading this here, you'll find a video on that channel going over my builds for a few of the characters that Retro made in this video. Be sure to subscribe to both channels so you can be ready for the next part of this series. Be sure to like the video and tell us what you want to see built, and I hope you all have a good day or night and stay safe out there.